this was the first time you did. Because I remember
So
I was like,
can't even keep track of them.
I
And
know.
it gets confusing. I know what it's like.
Because I was like, why would, he was like, did he punch you in the face? And I was like, no, but even if he did, why would I tell you? And, he was like,
You're being a wise ass.
I was being rude, but honestly, he was hitting on me hardcore. And I said, I was like, I'm not talking to you. I'm not saying anything. And, he was like, well, it doesn't matter what you say. He's arrested already.
And
And that was the
what
day
was
that
it?
he beat you
That
up.
was the two
What did you
cops.
say? He beat Andrew up?
Oh yeah, on the side of the road on 135. I had to sign the little box.
This is Alberini, right?
No, Alberti
Oh.
was talking to her.
Oh, okay.
This was Kavanaugh and Fox.
Okay, yeah. See, I want to make those distinctions.
These were the ones that were
So Kavanaugh and
I was
Fox.
like, I didn't fucking touch her. I didn't touch her. You know, I was like, I didn't touch you. You guys are full of shit. And these are like word for word what I said. And I was like, go across the street and ask her yourself right in front of me. You know, and I could hear the way we were standing. I could hear her talking,
Yeah,
and to
he's
hear him
standing
talking,
across
and
the
like
street.
I was directly across it was just 2 lanes of traffic. So I mean, I could hear, somewhat what she was saying. If there wasn't cars driving by, and I could basically tell that she wasn't, she had cooled off at this point. She obviously knew that they were trying to play games with us. So,
Right.
I could tell that she.
They try to like instigate.
Yeah.
So-
Oh yeah.
So they arrested you and charged you again.
Yeah. And they
And again, you didn't make any complaint.
Nope, not at all.
And I was in the when I got to the police station, my arm was all swollen and like it was noticeably swollen, and they tried to get me to the hospital. I didn't feel comfortable going to the hospital because I didn't feel I just got into a fight with these guys, and one of them's going to be in the back of an ambulance with me driving. I'm all set. I'll just take my chances. I'm sure it wasn't broken. I knew it wasn't broken, so you can tell when something's broken. So I just wanted to sleep it off and wake up and go to court in the morning. And when I went to court, I did not make bail, and they wouldn't give me bail. They revoked it, and they sent me to Cambridge. And,
So without a trial, charging you with domestic violence, which you claim never happened and never made a charge, they gave you no bail and sent you to Cambridge jail for a month?
I was already out on bail from them raiding the house at that point.
I
And
understand.
then when I'm in jail,
They let me
she was
visit
the only
him.
person. Her and my sister came and visit, and she's the victim, the alleged victim. So if anything really did happen, wouldn't the alleged victim would come and visit me
Right, because there's no restraining orders or anything. That might have been why. This is unbelievable. So that's like 3 times you've been charged with domestic violence against her, and you've been charged, or is it 4?
His is 4 and I'm 3.
And you're 3, and neither one of you have ever made a complaint to the police about it.
Never.
You did mention something about Child Protective Services. What is that called? Child
DCF.
Department of. Right, they changed their name.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, for all the negative press they've gotten, they probably changed their name for that reason. Now, your kids had been taken at this point, right?
Yes. Our son.
You have one son. How old is he?
He's gonna be 4. He's gonna be 4 in June.
Where is he now?
He's living with my parents.
So he was. At, how long has he been away from you guys?
3 years at this point.
Three
Yeah.
years.
It's been 3 years.
It's been 2 years.
No, it's been since the raid.
Sin-
It's been 3 years, dude. It's been 3 years. Since he was a year and a half old, so 2.5 years. 2.5 years. Yeah.
I understand that. When he was first taken, where did he go? Did he go with your family, or did he go into foster care?
He went into the custody of DCF first, and then
For how long?
just 2 days or 3 days he was in actual DCF, and then he was with my parents. My parents stepped up as like he would have been in foster care, but they had to go through all this stuff to become his foster parents. Yes,
Yes,
that's exactly what it was.
Now, what did you have to do to get him? It's all right. What?
It's hard.
I know, it's okay. What did you have to do to? What did you have to do to get him out of foster care?
It wasn't technically foster care.
guess it was.
But
what?
AJ, Andy's parents like had to. He's under a temporary custody. They have temporary custody of him.
Now they do. But at first it was custody of DCF.
Yeah.
So
It's important you get the facts perfectly straight.
I want to come in because you'd mentioned that you were pressured into something by a DCF worker. Do you want to what was? All right, take it from the top so people understand what happened there.
Okay, so after all these cases, DCF obviously had to get involved because, we have a son and there was so many, domestics about them, so they had to file a 51A. So, DCF, told me that, so I didn't lose him, I would have to get a restraining order on Andy. And so I went and got a restraining order on.
So you went and got a restraining order because DCF told you if you didn't do that, you wouldn't get your son back.
Mm-hmm.
So you did that to get your son back.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get AJ back?
No.
Wait, did you get your son back?
No.
What happened?
We're still
Well,
going.
we're still going through court. Court is.
Okay, so that was to get him out of the hands of your parents and not out of the hands of DCF. I understand.
It's a very
I wasn't sure about that.
process. It's very difficult and whatnot. But we're thankful for Andy's parents, who are absolutely wonderful. We walk a lot.
So you've been pulled over other times and given tickets, and to the effect that now it's cost you your driver's license.
4 tickets in one stop, so I lost my license on.
Which officer was that?
I think it was Sergeant Wildman. Yeah.
Sergeant Wildman?
I
I don't know if he's a sergeant.
I mailed the ticket and never got it back for a court date. Nothing ever came, and they said I just defaulted on it because I missed the court date, even though nothing came in the mail.
So say that again. So you paid the ticket and it didn't
I
get.
didn't pay it. I wanted to protest it.
Oh, okay.
It was bullshit. It said it was tailgating somebody. Said that it was just crazy stuff that he was just making me lose my license. And then I never got the ticket in the mail saying, because when you send it in, you get a court date, that you have to go and you appeal to the court. And I never got that mail that comes back. I never got it. Never came. And so when I went to go...
So a warrant was put out for your arrest at that point?
It wasn't a warrant, no, because it's a traffic court. What happens is they...
went down as an unpaid ticket, and then you lost your license because of that.
You get 3 tickets, and then so I had to get not only 30 days, it was 90 days that I had to lose my license, and I take a class.
It gets complicated, folks, but that's just the way it is. You got to hold your attention span. You wanted to say something, Amanda.
Oh no,
Do you still have a driver's license?
I just have to renew it. I just have to go to the.
Okay.
But I have no traffic. I've never been pulled over or in a car accident or anything.
Wow, you've never been arrested. You've never even had a traffic ticket until this stuff started happening.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely.
I know.
All right, so those aren't all the interactions you've had, unfortunately, or you give me some other details about things. I don't know how much I should ask you on this video. Anything you want to add?
Well, considering we can't, I could talk about this stuff for hours. I mean, there's so many different examples of things where.
Let's talk about the missing money. There was money missing from your house from that initial raid, right?
When they raided our house, they had said in the newspaper that there was $4,000 that they had found. Now, then they said in the seizure affidavit or whatever that paperwork is, they said there was $7,000 that were found. And in reality, there was upwards of $12,000 that I actually had. I mean, I had just gotten my tax return and a check to fix my truck. And, although some of the money was in the bank, I still had $3,000 or $4,000. Plus, my friends had some money on them because they came in at the time. Like I think she said earlier, she was in bed, she was sick, and so was my son, and they were both just watching movies all day. So I was hanging out with some of my friends that I worked with, and the cops came in and the ideal time for them, I guess. It was like
Yeah,
they
no, you had
knew.
mentioned
It
that.
was like they knew when to come in, and they seized like 7,000, so it was $12,000. So there's 3 or 4 grand.
You think maybe there was someone acting as an informant, maybe a friend of?
It says in the police report that there was an
They actually
informant.
they left a piece of paper here by accident.
A piece of paper ended up being on the floor in the basement of the house. That was it was like a handwritten list of what they were supposed to look for.
Yeah.
And on the back side, and where it would be found, and on the back side there was a name of one of our friends. And I had gotten pulled over a few weeks before with this kid. So, I mean, we're pretty sure we know who the person is.
Plus,
Okay,
after this happened, he would come to our house and have like a thing of like pills and stuff like that.
All fake pills.
All fake pills.
Fake.
And then we were like,
like they looked like real,
the
real
ask Daddy
pills.
to sell drugs. Like, I was like, maybe that's what he's doing for money.
He was selling.
Possibly.
He was selling drugs for the cops.
Selling drugs for the police. How do you? Okay, all right.
It's hearsay.
I know. We're gonna try and build up to with a little more because people don't know everything that you've told me before the interview. Yeah, well, you had said there was a Natick police officer at the house during that raid, and I believe you had mentioned he wrote down $4 on the report. Is that correct?
I believe so. Yes.
That he seized $4.
One was really nice, and one was.
The money that was on the it says
and there's a picture
the money that's
taken
on
of
the
this
stove
too, and it's way more than
there was
that.
$4 that was on the stove. That's what this Natick police officer said he seized.
So the Natick police officer said he seized $4 off the stove. How much was on the stove?
That's where majority of my money was. It was in
I
an
would say
envelope.
$800.
It was Middlesex.
$800.
And there was all of the money from one of all the remaining money from one of the checks that I had.
God,
And
a little bit, you know.
and
All
then
right.
I had $178 in my wallet also.
That just disappeared?
Well, no, I got that back. I got
okay.
$178 back, but that's it. That's all I got. I didn't get any of the other money. I didn't even get that $4 back.
Jesus.
I got $178.
I'm sorry, it's not funny.
Oh, also, okay, we had a big bucket
get
of
any of that
change. Okay, one of those Poland Springs.
Yeah.
Okay,
Gone.
they stole
Never-
that.
Never claimed
okay?
it. Nothing.
They stole all my phones that I had.
Yeah, it says right here 5 cell phones. were taken. Old phones, new phones.
yeah,
it doesn't
my-
matter.
And you never got those back?
Never got any of them back.
My computers.
That computer we
you
got
never-
back. But
yeah.
not the. It says HP computer. We didn't get. We
didn't get that one.
didn't get the HP. We got the
broken
Mac.
one.
The Mac.
So you're missing your HP computer.
They didn't even include the Mac.
Apple.
No, that's the iPod.
Oh yeah.
They didn't even include.
That's fine. So you had numerous items missing, you would say.
Yeah. Oh yeah. A jacket of mine they took. It says right here, one North Face jacket.
Never got it back?
Never got it back. A camera that we did get the camera back. Never got the computer back. We did get the iPods back, and we didn't get any of the cell phones back. And the $7,000 that they sent.
Because I had to walk my ass all the way to the police station. Okay. And because they took my cell phone and my computer, and I asked them, "Oh, can I have my cell phone? Like, I need to get in contact with like my family and stuff like that because I'm home all alone, and like I wanted to see where my son was."